Welcome to Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium in Austin, Texas, as we get ready to wrap up Week 5 in the CFSL as the Ohio State Buckeyes travel in to take on the Longhorns. Matt, this is a series that has been mostly dominated by the Longhorns. The Longhorns come in undefeated on the season. Ohio State, however, they're in the race in the Big Ten. They want to win here. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, Ohio State's looked better every week. Another strange thing this week, we've had 3 unbeaten teams coming into the week. Texas is the only one left.
Yeah, 2 of them have already dropped. Will this be the third time's a charm and the undefeated wins, or will this be 3 and out? And all of the undefeated teams are gone at the end of Week 5. We'll see how it plays out for us here. Ohio State's going to start with the ball first as they come out from their own 22, and it's going to be passed to the right where they find Brad McFadden. That's how the night starts for the Buckeyes.
Jimmy Germain going to come out passing here early. I also expect him to use Silver in the run game. They're a high-scoring offense. They're very diverse. I expect them to mix it up.
Germain to pass here, going to throw it to the right. This time he goes to his wide receiver, Trip Warren, who picks up 3. And it's quickly going to be 3rd and 1 as they come out here from the shotgun set. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. They're going to go option. And Germain's going to get stopped just short as Harvey Mickle, or actually Ragnar Wood, gets in for the tackle.
Well, Wood does a good job getting there just in time to save the first. Forces Ohio State to punt. A pretty quick 3 and out. Now Texas, the highest scoring offense in the league, they get the ball.
And they're going to take this up the left hash as Taraj Walker, the former starting running back of the Longhorns, now the backup running back, also handles kick returns. Brandon Black is the starter at running back now. We're going to see him start off the backfield, and he'll be offset to the left. Vito Pepino. Black gets the carry, goes to the left, stiff arms the first guy, and then Lloyd Silver comes in to make the tackle and bring them down after a pickup of 5.
Well, Silver, Captain Crunch is what they call him. He lays a big hit on Black right there, but not before he picks up 5.
Great field position here for Texas as they're at midfield already, 1 play into this game. And Pepino back to pass, going to throw it to the right. That one's caught. First down as Cash Jackson picks up the first.
Cash Jackson comes into the game, 18 catches already, 262 yards, 3rd leading receiver on the team. Pepino's got an arsenal of weapons.
He does, and he's also one of the leading candidates for Player of the Year at the halfway point. He pump fakes to the outside. Pepino steps up, throws right, got his receiver. Cash Jackson again down to the 8.
Well, Cash Jackson works in over the middle, for the quick pass for first down. Very next play, they send him down the sideline, and he's able to pretty much blow right by D'Amico Brewer, who was in coverage right there. Good ball delivered by Pepino. First and goal, Texas. They're moving quick.
Pepino averaging about 350 yards passing, has 14 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. He's quickly got Texas down to the 6-yard line. He's out in the shotgun here. He'll drop back to pass again. Moves around the pocket, shakes off a sack, and then fires, and that one is almost picked off by Brewer.
Well, Brewer does a good job redeeming himself on that one. Stays in good coverage. Pepino did a great job of getting out of that tackle, though, in the backfield. But he did underthrow that pass a little bit.
Colton Allen brought the pressure, but Pepino escaped. 2nd down now. They're going to hand it off to their running back, and he gets pounded as Colton Allen gets there and does not miss.
Colton Allen was there at the handoff almost, Mike. I mean, Black had the ball in his hands for maybe half a second before Allen was all over it.
Well, he went from 3rd and goal near the 5 to 3rd and goal outside the 10. And Pepino is going to throw, checks it down to the right, but not able to make much happen. It's Thor Gunderson, and Texas going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Thomas Price in on the stop there. Good tackle by him. Ohio State, a little bit of a victory. They let Texas move down the field, but they're holding them to 3 points right here. That's saying something against this offense.
The kick is good. Skyler Quall knocks home his 12th straight field goal to start his career. Texas has their lead.
Well, Texas jumps out with only a 3-point lead. Yeah, it's a small victory for Ohio State. They were able to keep them out of the end zone.
Turn here out to the 28 is Adam Fuller, also a displaced running back, as Manuel Silva has taken over for him. Fuller, nice return there.
That was a good return by Fuller. And Fuller, he is reliable as a backup. You'll see him get some carries as this game goes on. But, he's also done some damage with returning kicks for the Buckeyes.
First and 10. Jermaine to pass, going over the middle. McFadden can't hang on to that one in traffic. And quickly, second down.
Yeah, that was just good coverage by the Longhorns there over the middle. Just in time in there to help break that up.
Pass to the left. Screen pass caught by Trip Warren, and he gets brought down, but he picks up 8. And it's going to set up a short 3rd and 2.
Well, you know, the Texas defender, I didn't catch his number, but he went to the wrong receiver there. He went to cover him. Jermaine does a good job just throwing it over his head, picking up positive yardage.
Just a walk on Jerry Jenkins. Jermaine back pass, 3rd and 2. Pressure coming, tries to scramble, and he is brought down for a sack. Adrian Taylor brings him down, and that's going to be the second straight 3 and out for this Ohio State offense.
Adrian Taylor comes up huge right there with his first sack of the season for this Texas Longhorns defense, and they're going to force Ohio State another 3 and out. They've got a punt.
Well, not the way Ohio State's offense wanted to start. Pair of 3 and outs to start, and good field position once again likely coming up here for the Longhorns as Taraj Walker breaks to the outside, got a little bit of room, and he'll get stopped just short of midfield. That's where Texas takes over.
Yeah, Texas take over again with great field position. Ohio State able to hold them to a field goal last time. So you got to wonder how long that's going to last against the offense as dangerous as Texas is.
Start at midfield, nobody in the backfield for Pepino. He fires that one over the middle. Jumping catch out there is Cash Jackson having himself a nice night as he picks up the first down.
Well, Cash Jackson, we talked about it earlier, you know, the amount of weapons that Pepino has out here to throw to. In some games, it feels like he picks out his favorite for that night. So far, it's been Cash Jackson.
So quickly, first and 10 out to the 40. As Texas wasted no time getting into Ohio State territory, pass over the right. And Pepino floats that one into the sideline. That's going to fall incomplete.
The coverage was pretty good right there, but a bit of an overthrow by Pepino. I believe he could have got it there and got the completion.
Nobody up on the line for the Ohio State defense here. And they're going to use that to their advantage. Try to go read option, but D'Amico Brewer in there to stop Pepino after a gain of 4.
And we've noticed it, you know, we noticed it last week too. Teams are starting to catch on a little bit that Pepino will take off and run. They're leaving guys staying at home and in spy a little bit, and they've been able to slow him down a little.
Pepino averaging just under 100 yards rushing per game early on in the season. Going to dump that one off underneath, and Rick Rico makes the catch, but he's going to be short of the first down, and a 49-yard field goal attempt coming up.
Another good hold by the Ohio State defense. They're playing very well right now, but the offense is going to have to get going because you don't want to let Texas build a lead.
You don't, but you also don't want to, if you're Texas, keep wasting these great field positions. They've started at within 5 yards of midfield, both drives, and they came away with 6 points.
Yeah, and it's very uncharacteristic of this Texas team. They're normally, they're averaging almost 49 points a game.
Yeah, 48.8 coming in. That is an insane stat as Fuller gets bottled up there. And we'll see the Longhorns, who have only allowed 11 yards on defense, come back out for their third try against this OSU offense.
Well, I mean, they've got 2 3 and outs quickly against the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'd like to see them mix it up here a little bit, get the run game involved, because right now they're just sitting back in coverage on it.
Jermaine starting on the shotgun and handing off to Manuel Silva. See what he can do to help him out. That's his first carry of the night, and he picks up 3.
Well, Silva, he of the large neck roll at running back, does a great job there. Only a 3-yard gain, but you got to keep shortening the down and distance here. You know, maybe you need to be like what we saw in Nebraska in the first game, start picking it apart piece by piece.
Green passing over the middle. That one is caught. Brandon Ennis picking up the first down of the night for the Buckeyes.
It was a nice completion, but it was a dangerous pass. There's a lot of traffic out there, but Jermaine does a good job of getting the ball to Ennis where no one else can get to it. First down, Ohio State. That's the first of the game.
Empty backfield as Jermaine stands on the 35. Going to throw this one to the right. And that one's caught by Dylan Turner, who gets out of bounds. Only a 4-yard pickup. A lot of short stuff right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of short stuff. They're throwing underneath the coverage of the Texas Longhorns, trying to use that short passing game kind of as the running game, do whatever they can. And they're having more success on this drive so far, but they're going to have to put this thing in gear pretty quick.
That's left Brad McFadden on the screen play, but he's not able to get much there. Only going to be a gain of 2. We'll bring up a short 3rd and 4.
Well, it's a short 3rd down for Ohio State. You know, they're almost to midfield on this drive. Texas doing a good job of limiting what they're giving them, but they need to convert here.
Bring the pass, three-man rush, dumps it off underneath, and Silva gets stuffed by the linebacker just in time. And once again, Ohio State's going to punt.
We talk about awareness a lot of times with offensive players on those third downs. You know, that was where the route led him on that play. That was great awareness by the defense just in time, knowing where he had to keep him from getting to, and it worked.
This punt rolls into the end zone. It dropped inside the 5, and if somebody would have been back there, they could have pinned him at the 1 or 2 yard line, but nobody back there, and it rolls into the end zone. So Texas going to start at their own 20, the worst field position of the night for it.
Yeah, this is by far the worst. Ohio State's done a pretty good job on defense so far.
Pass over the middle. That one is caught and taken off down the right sideline. Cash Jackson out to the 35, a pickup of 47, and he's already up to a hundo.
Yeah, 4 catches, 100 yards. You'll take that average all day long. Cash Jackson does a great job. Just a complete whip by Austin Turner there, which is very odd. You don't see that very much. He just completely missed Jackson on that. Jackson picks up 47 yards because of it.
Michael Brewer in there with another tackle. He's having himself a big night. Cash Jackson came into the game actually third on the team in receiving, but he's putting up a big night tonight. He comes in motion now. They're going to set him up in the backfield, and they'll use him on the triple option. Pepino's going to keep it himself. He's got a little bit of room inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line, and another first down for Texas.
Starting to look like Texas has found their rhythm. They're getting in the right gear here on offense. Now, Ohio State's played good defense in the red zone so far tonight, but you can't keep giving this Texas team this many opportunities this close.
Yeah, you got to think that eventually they're going to hit on it. They kicked the field goal the first time down here. They were inside the 5. Pepino pump fakes, gets pressure off the backside, going to dump it off to the right. Gunnarsson makes the catch, but he's brought down after a gain of 4.
Well, and Brewer again, and on that stop, when we see it, Pepino, it's like he senses the pressure coming from behind him, so he goes to the opposite side. Only a 4-yard gain, but a good play.
Does have very good field awareness. 2nd and 6. Pepino dropped it back to pass again, steps up, throws back corner of the end zone, and out of bounds. Not able to haul that one in was Brandon Fowler, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Fowler just wasn't able to get that one in and keep it in bounds. 3rd and 6 for the Longhorns. Can they get a touchdown, or are they going to have to settle for another field goal here?
Go play fake here. Pepino getting pressure, has got to dump it down to Brandon Black, and he gets taken down, not able to get the first. Lloyd Silver in on the tackle, and once again, Texas held to a field goal.
All right, Ohio State's doing a great job in the red zone of holding Texas. They're limiting them to just 3 and not 7. Right now, though, their offense is not helping them out. Offense is not keeping them in.
Skyler Quall with his 3rd field goal of the night, 14 to 14 on the season. He's been perfect, but Texas got to feel a little disappointed. They're only up by 9.
Yeah, they have to be because they've had 3 trips down there inside the red zone, and they can only come away with field goals.
So here comes Ohio State for the 4th time tonight. And there you see they've only picked up 36 yards on offense on 3 drives. They've only got 1 first down. So they need to get something going here. Their 4th drive here of the first quarter. Jermaine coming out in the shotgun, 2x2 set. Got Silva off to his left. Silva will take it on the handoff, go straight up the middle, and it's taken down from behind by Nick Harley.
Well, Silva does a good job there. Quick 4-yard gain for him. Harley, he was Defensive Player of the Week nominee last week, and he gets in on the stop.
We'll go shotgun, empty backfield. Now for the Buckeyes, Jermaine back pass, 3-man rush. Steps up, fires over the middle, caught by McFadden, who's got a first down out to the 34.
And Ohio State is doing what I think they have to do. Use these short routes. Throw underneath the coverage. Use the slants. The quick crossers. Do something just to keep this ball moving.
We'll stay in the shotgun. Will Ohio State hand it off again to Silva on the delay. Nick Harley having none of that. Drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, it's his first tackle for loss of the game. He's got 10 coming into the game. So that's his 11th in the season.
He's been a big part of this defense, anchoring the left side of that line, and had 4 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, which is 11 now for Nick Harley. 2nd and 13, Jermaine back to pass again, and pass it over the middle. That one's caught by Trick Warren, who picks up 9, and that's going to set up a short 3rd and 3.
Well, Jermaine does a good job of looking the defense off in the other direction and throws it underneath to Warren. Shortens, makes it much more manageable 3rd down for the Buckeyes.
Having a lineman like Harley out there allows them to run a lot of these 3-down linemen, which allows more guys in coverage. They rush 4 here. Warren makes the catch, gets out across the 45, and Ohio State has the first down.
Good job of Warren knowing what he had to ran towards the defender right there just to pick up the first.
Jermaine, 10 of 11. so far on this game. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks with great TD to interception ratios. Jermaine's one of them, 7 touchdowns, only 1 interceptions. Not a lot of touchdowns, but he's been efficient. He'll track back pass again here, going to the right. Doesn't like what he sees. She just wastes it into the Texas sideline.
That's probably a smart play. There's a lot of Longhorn defenders over there in that area. And I believe it's on Connor Looney in that spot. Jermaine can't throw in the coverage.
3 receivers bottom of the street now, and Jermaine's going to pass once again, fires to the left into traffic. White Silver, the safety, coming up and making the catch.
Silver sees some action on offense. We've seen that several times for the Buckeyes this season. Another 3rd and 3 for Ohio State.
Well, stay in the shotgun here as they cross midfield. Jermaine back pass, 4-man rush, steps up, throws it to the right into traffic. And that one is picked off on the sideline. What a great catch there by Connor Looney. And a big turnover here for the Longhorns.
I said it on the last play, that's why you don't throw at Connor Looney. He proved, and he makes him pay for it right there. Reads the route very well, jumps the ball in great time. Turnover for Texas. Ohio State's offense cannot get going.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas up by 9, but they just picked it off. We'll be back. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. Start of the second quarter, and Texas fresh off the turnover on offense. They're going to check that down to Brandon Black. He gets hit hard by Colton Allen and brought down after a short gain.
The big defensive end drops into coverage right there and makes Brandon Black pay for it. Black does a good job hauling the ball in, but we see the big man come down, just kind of crumples him.
Second and 9 now as Texas out to their 43-yard line. They've started with the ball across their own 40. 3 of the 4 times they touched the ball tonight. Empty backfield here for Pepino. And he's going to try to take off a run, but he gets bottled up and dropped. Nothing doing there. The walk on Sean Phillips along with Colton Allen getting in there. Allen will get credit with the sack, and it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Well, they keep going to Colton Allen's side for some reason or another. Maybe they're trying to avoid Michael Kruger, and Colton Allen, he's loving it right now.
Allen, another one of those big defenders, as he came in with 6 tackles for loss and 3 sacks, his 4th of the season. 3rd and 13 now for Pepino and company, as they're in danger of wasting this good field position. Again, throws off his back foot, incomplete. And Texas, for the first time tonight, going to have to punt.
Well, Ohio State's defense, they're staying true to what they've been doing. This time they get the actual stop, forces Texas to have to punt. This Ohio State offense, on the other hand, man, it's got to get going.
The defenses have been big. We've seen 4 punts now, 3 field goals, and an interception on the 8 combined drives so far. As Adam Fuller takes that one out across the 35-yard line, and now Ohio State, they got to find some points.
They got to find something. They've got decent field position here. They've got to find a way to get this ball into scoring position, put some points on the board here.
Best field position of the night for Ohio State, starting at their own 37. Pass goes to the right. Chip Warren's able to get his foot down, but only picks up 3.
And they're staying really conservative right now. I like the idea, but they haven't really tested this secondary down the field any at all yet. I wonder if they should switch up and try to do that a little bit.
Instead, going to hand it off to Silva, and he gets bottled up by a pair of defenders, Nick Harley being one of them, just in time the other. Harley gets credit for the tackle for loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
And Silver's another one of those running backs. He can run outside relatively well, but I'd much rather see him up the middle between the tackles and over the power back.
And off Silva again, going up the middle, and coming up and making that tackle was Connor Looney, who had the pick on the last drive, and another 3 and out for Ohio State.
Just very conservative play calling from Ohio State right now. I don't know if Jermaine kind of crawled in the shell a little bit after that interception or what, but I'm not liking the play calling on Ohio State.
Over here by Traj Walker, runs into his own guy along with the defender. He'll bring it out 11. 3 field goals and a punt for Texas on their last 4 drives. Can they finally get one in the end zone?
Well, you keep giving them the ball like this. You keep letting them have the ball this much on offense. I don't think you're going to keep them out of the end zone all night long.
You go read option. Pepino, he takes off, but Jabril Thomas comes up and drops him after a gain of 2.
Jabril Thomas reads the quarterback all the way right there. Does a great job of dropping Pepino.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for Texas, as they have a 9-0 lead, but they've Had great field position 3 times and only came away with 6 points on it. And here they go. Play fake, quick over the middle as Pepino was facing traffic. And Oliver Fields comes up with his first grab. He'll be 2 yards short of the first down, though.
Well, Fields is the lead receiver on this team. Came into the game 379 yards on the season for Texas, but short third down. Ohio State's been pretty good on third so far.
Tight end coming in motion, 2 receivers top of the screen. Pepino making an adjustment. He's going to go with the option. Keeps it himself, but he gets hit quick and taken down by Brandon Cox. In a 3-and-out for Texas.
Well, Brandon Cox comes through. They're reading this option very well, and they're controlling it, so far very good. Another punt for Texas. These offenses right now outside of Texas' 3 field goals, both of them kind of sputtering. It's got a testament to the defenses.
I'm not sure what the record for combined punts is in a game in this league, but I feel like we're in danger of getting there.
Yeah, I feel like the punter's probably getting tired right now here early in the second quarter because they keep having to go out there and boot the ball.
Well, part of the problem for Ohio State is Manuel Silva not able to get going in the run game. They're going to need a little bit more production from him. The other part of it is they started with the ball inside their own 30 4 of the 5 times they've had the ball tonight. They hand it off to Silva here. Go straight up the middle, and he'll pick up 7, his longest run of the night.
That was a good start to the drive there. Use Silva up the middle. Let him pick up those hard yards between the tackles. Shorten your second and third down. Take some of the pressure off Jermaine.
And they're going to go empty backfield with Silva now back there. Pump fake by Jermaine. Going to take a shot over the middle. Wide open receiver. And that's going to be nothing but 6 for Trip Warren.
Trip Warren just blows the top off the defense. We see Texas is in a too high look right there. Safety's nowhere to be found. Trip Warren picks that thing up. Nothing but green grass in front of him. And he was 10 yards ahead of any Texas defender when the ball got to him.
Pump fake might have worked there by Jermaine as he pumped early on, and apparently the Texas defense bit. Trip Warren made them pay for it as Darius Brewer knocks home the PAT. And Ohio State, despite having the first touchdown of the game, still behind.
Well, they finally broke the ice, Mike. They finally, found a way to punch through. Jimmy Jermaine delivers a good ball, great run and catch by Trip Warren. Now this Texas offense is like, okay, now it's just a 2-point game. We got to get something going.
You got to wonder if breaking the ice is a good thing because Pepino and company have been bottled up a little bit. Did it break the ice for them as well?
If you're Ohio State, you hope not. You hope it starts to get in there in Texas's head. You hope that they're saying, man, we just can't move the ball on this defense.
Pepino going to go read option to start, but he gets bottled up and dropped. Nothing doing there as Alan Mack gets in there for a 1-yard loss.
Well, that's his 5th tackle for loss on the season. Alan Mack sometimes doesn't put up the really big tackle numbers and things like that, but on plays like that, you see why a good middle linebacker is so valuable.
We'll come out in the shotgun here with 2 split backs, 3 wide for Texas. Blitz coming again for Ohio State. They got to check it down. Does Pepino. And another good play by the Ohio State defense as Jabril Thomas drops him for another loss.
Ohio State is reading this Texas offense like a book right now on the last several drives. It looks like they know the play that's coming. And we see it there. Thomas comes in and makes a huge hit. 3rd and 14 for Texas.
And they're 0 for 5 on third downs. Haven't converted one yet. What can Pepino and company do here? 4-man rush this time. Pepino getting pressure, throws it off his back foot, and what a catch by Oliver Fields for the first down.
I thought that was going to be a lame duck. I didn't even know if he'd get there. Oliver Fields does a great job of coming back towards his quarterback, sees that the ball's underthrown, comes back and catches it, and then takes, basically gets sandwiched by 2 defenders and holds on to it.
Is that a better throw or a better catch?
The throw was, I was surprised he had got that enough arm on it off his back foot line.
Remember a few weeks ago, he did that at the end of the first half to get points on the board for Texas as he misfires on that one and it falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, man. Pepino right now, he's got to feel good that, okay, we got it first. We're moving the ball now. But that was kind of a play that just kind of fell together for them. They've got to put more sustained drives together.
Pass to the left, wide open on the left is Cash Jackson. He's having a big night, and he's going to add to it with that catch.
All right, and Texas is already at worst flipped field position again. They're well on the other side of the 50. Ohio State's defense tends to buckle down the further they get pushed downfield, they have so far tonight. But Texas moving the ball in chunks right now.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Ohio State 29-yard line. As Texas trying to penetrate that red zone. once again. They want more than 3 out of it, though. Wide receiver screen out there. Jackson makes the catch again. Brewer meets him, though, drives him backwards, but he's still able to push forward and pick up 7.
Good job there. Cash Jackson, his 6th catch for 135 yards tonight. Pepino, right now, they've opened up the offense, and it's working well for them.
Safe to say that's a career high for Cash Jackson tonight as they go read option. Does Pepino, he gets dropped quickly there, nothing doing.
Well, he has nowhere to go at all. 3rd and 3, Brandon Cox in on that tackle. 3rd and 3 again for Texas. They've converted 1 3rd down all night long. Let's see if they can get their 2nd.
Jackson with his first 100-yard game of his career. Pass to the right here on 3rd and 3, and Thor Gunderson's going to pick up the first down inside the 10.
It's just hard to cover everybody on this Texas offense for a sustainable period of time. The numbers start to get to you at some point, and Texas looks like they're starting to figure it out.
1st and goal from the 7. They're going to hand off. Brandon Black gets blasted by Colton Allen. He's going to lose 3.
Well, Allen and Kruger both got in the backfield on that one. That was just, if one didn't get him, the other one was going to. Brandon Black had a rough one on that play.
2nd and goal now as they're outside the 10-yard line. Pepino going to stay in the shotgun and hand us off to Trudge Walker, and he gets met and driven backwards by Michael Kruger.
Kruger again doing exactly what he does. These 2 big defensive ends have been huge for Ohio State's defense this season. Here we are again, 3rd and goal, and they're 13 yards away.
Yeah, and they've lost 5 yards on 2 plays so far. So danger of yet again having to kick a field goal. They're going to go with the halfback screen. Walker on the outside, breaks down the sideline. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, Walker does a good job of cutting that to the outside just early enough, and we see it right there. Once he does that, he gets past that defensive lineman. There's nobody there to stop him, nothing but grass in front of him.
So the first Texas touchdown of the night. They're not going the extra point, so they're back to their 9-point lead that they built off of field goals.
Now, these offenses starting to settle in on both sides, what looks to me like tonight. It's going to be interesting tonight, that can Ohio State string a few more stops together? Is Texas's offense going to start doing what we've seen them do, where they just keep going down and scoring every time they get the ball?
And Fuller able to bring that one out to the 30. So the 2nd best field position of the night for Ohio State. They drove down, didn't really drive. They had a 2-play drive that got them a touchdown pass after a 66-yard touchdown pass to Warren. They're going to hand it off to Silva here. He gets bottled up quickly and dropped after getting a 3.
Remington Buck in on that one. I tell you what, they tried to stop him in the backfield. Silva did a really good job getting out of that and pick up 3 yards.
Stay in the shotgun here, 2-by-2 set. Fuller in the backfield. He'll stay in the block, pass over the middle. That one's caught by Ennis, and he's out near midfield with the first down.
That's a good play there from Jermaine to Ennis. He knows Ennis can get open on those slant routes. Works for him very well.
14 of 17 passing tonight. Now they go to the Wildcats. Silva's in the backfield. They bring a receiver in motion. Silva's going to keep it himself, and he'll pick up 3 out to midfield.
We've seen this Wildcat formation a few times from Ohio State this season to varying degrees of success, but works for them there. They pick up 3 on first.
All across midfield. Jermaine coming back out in the shotgun. Going to hand this one off to Silva again, trying to go to the outside. And he gets bottled up and dropped after a short gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
All right. Silva ran with purpose there. He ran really hard, but we just couldn't get past the line of defenders there. 3rd and 4 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They're only 1 for 6 on 3rd down themselves.
Can Texas force yet another punt? Pressure coming off the outside. Harley gets in there along with Remington Buck, who gets credit for the sack. And indeed, Ohio State will have to punt.
It just looked like the defensive line smelled blood on that one. They could tell they were getting close. Jermaine was trying to step up into the pocket. But once they got close enough, there was nothing Jimmy Jermaine could do, nowhere to go.
5th punt of the night for Nick White, the Ohio State punter. And Texas going to get this one out to the 30, and that's where they will start. Touchdown pass to Taraj Walker on 3rd down. Got them their first touchdown of the night, and Noito Pepino once again starts to drive, throwing one away.
Just got miscommunication completely there. He's looking for one route, gets another, and then just basically completely overthrows it.
So go 2nd and 10 now. Brandon Black's going to stay in the block. Pass over the middle. That one is caught. They try to rip it out, but Fields holds onto it. He's out across the 45 with the first down.
That's his 3rd catch of the night. 45 yards for Oliver Fields. Vito Pepino already at 219 yards passing, well on his way to keeping that average of his up. What we're used to. this Texas offense looks like, again, it's found its rhythm. It knows what it wants to do again.
They got 1:35 to operate here as they're out to the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts trying to add to their 9-point lead here in front of the home crowd as we wrap up week number 5 in the CFSL. Pass out to midfield, caught, quickly brought down was the receiver Rick Rico. That's a hard name to say.
Yeah, Rick Rico, he's a new addition this week to the Texas Longhorns. Comes in, plays that second tight end spot. Third tight end spot, excuse me, but doing a good job.
Pino throwing over to the left. That one is caught. Lenny Lyons will pick up 11, and Texas moves the chains.
Lenny Lyons, first time we've called his name tonight. You know, again, pick your night, and you're going to see who stands out for this Texas wide receiver core. It's pretty much any way you want to look at it.
Well, Jackson and Fields are the big ones out there, but Thor Gunderson's had quite a few catches. Then you got Lyons and Fowler who contribute, as well as the tight ends, Meeks being the main one. Empty backfield here for Pepino. Goes over the middle. Gunderson makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the marker, though.
Gunderson does a good job. He's very reliable, got good hands. They use him in those kind of spots. 2nd and 1.
Texas has taken their second timeout. And now Pepino thrown to the left. Caught. Cash Jackson. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Cash Jackson is having himself a night right now. They're firing the cannon here in Austin. Texas starting to roll on offense. And Ohio State will have to find a way to get some stops and catch up.
A big connection there with 45 seconds left to go in this half as Vito Pepino finds his receiver Cash Jackson for the touchdown. Jackson only his second receiving touchdown of the season, but Texas has a 23-7 lead, and things are looking a little dicey here for Ohio State.
Like I said, you can't keep wasting possessions on offense against the Texas team if you're having success stopping them on defense. You've got to try to build a lead. You've got to try to put points up. You've got to keep it close, because now Texas builds up this 16-point lead. I mean, you know, Ohio State can score, don't get me wrong, but the problem is are you going to be able to get back to stopping Texas?
Well, Ohio State needs to do something here. Texas will get the ball to start the second half. And that pass almost picked off as diving and trying to come up that one with Josh Huffman.
Huffman almost had that. That would have been a sweet interception if he could have pulled it down. Made an athletic play just to get his hands on it.
2nd and 10 now, and Ohio State's got to feel a little nervous here. They're going to hand it off to Silva, but he gets bottled up, and he's only able to pick up 1 as Adrian Taylor makes the tackle.
Silva just doesn't have any running room. It looks like Ohio State going to just go into the half, circle the wagons, you know, back up. You know, let's see if we can do something different in the next half.
Well, they're down by 16, not overcomable, as we saw Nebraska do it in the first game. But Texas, despite a little bit of a slow start, getting field goals on the first 3 drives, finally has come up with touchdown passes on their last 2. And we'll head into the studio for the halftime show. Matt, been a little dicey for Ohio State. What do they got to do to turn things around?
Well, they've got to get better on offense, first of all. They've got to get more consistent. They've got to finish drives. The turnover killed them, of course. But the other thing is their defense is they're having to go out on the field a lot, especially early in the first half. They're going to start getting wore out. And when you get tired, and when your defensive backs get tired against this Texas team and all the weapons they have out there at wide receiver, when your linebackers are a half step reacting too late, when Vito Pepino or Brandon Black is running the ball, or Taraj Walker for that matter, it's a recipe for a problem.
Well, they're definitely going to have to figure out something as the Ohio State offense, along with the defense, kind of shut them down. They were doing good against Texas, but Texas seems to have found their rhythm. Statistically, it's pretty close. Rushing yards, time of possession. Texas doing just a little bit better job passing the ball.
They are. Pepino's having a good night throwing the ball. Hadn't made any mistakes yet. And the Ohio State defense has looked good. You know, they've tightened up in the red zone a couple of times. But there towards the end of the half, they started looking a little bit gassed to me, Mike. They started looking a little bit tired. And Texas was able to take advantage.
Texas is going to start with the ball here as they'll receive the kick, take it deep in the end zone. And Walker is just going to kneel it. So Texas will start at their own 25. Cash Jackson's had himself a pretty big night.
Gosh, Cash Jackson has looked like a, you know, All-American tonight, and he may end up being one, you know, before the season's over with. But had a huge night. You know, first 4 catches got him to 100 yards. He's been Pepino's favorite target tonight. Doing a great job.
7 catches, 164 yards, along with his second touchdown of the season. I'm sure he's not done yet. We'll see if Pepino keeps targeting him. He looks to the bottom of the screen there as he quickly throws, and that's the third time he started the drive by throwing the ball away quickly.
Almost, they're not getting together on their first down play calling, and Pepino is having to throw the ball away. I'm not sure what's going on there.
They go shotgun here. They hand it off to Black. He hasn't had much action, right? Stiff arms the first guy, and then not able to run through Austin Turner, but he does get 7 instead of a 3rd and 3.
Well, and Brandon Black hasn't seen the ball much. Texas has obviously decided we're going to come out, we're going to pass on Ohio State. So far, it's working for them.
Brewer coming on a blitz. He gets through. They got to check it down. And powering forward, picking up the first is Taraj Walker.
Taraj Walker playing his senior season this year, and we've talked about it before. He's playing it with a little bit more purpose. It seems like he's running harder, fights his way through the tackle there to get the first down.
Back to the shotgun, Will Pepino. He's going to go with another screen pass. This one, ooh, that was a dangerous pass. They call it incomplete.
Well, yeah, that was it. Dangerous, and it was almost intercepted by Ohio State. Just not able to get their hands on it. And I wish they had that one back.
Staying in the shotgun is Pepino. Play fake. The Black goes over the middle. Gunderson can't hold on to it quickly. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, uncharacteristic drop from Thor Gunderson right there, but he's not able to hold on to it. Another 3rd down here. Texas not looking great on 3rd down tonight, but see what they do.
Empty backfield here for Pepino. Gets pressure. He's got to get rid of it quickly. And Cash Jackson makes the catch. So they'll only pick up 6. And Texas is going to have to punt to open half.
That was a good stop by Ohio State. They did exactly what they needed to do. You know, keep this a 16-point game, but now their offense has got to do what they did earlier. You know, they hit the deep shot to Fields earlier. They've got to keep testing this Texas defense.
And there is a return bottled up there by Fuller. So despite getting a stop, they're still backed up a little bit down inside the 30 for yet another time tonight.
Yeah, this is not primary real estate for them, especially as much struggle as they've had on offense.
7 of their 9 drives have started inside their own 30. Hand it off to Silva, and once again, he's not able to make much happen.
He's just not. Texas is sitting on the run right now. Silva's having a hard time tonight. As I said, I think Jimmy Germain's going to beat – if Ohio State's going to beat Texas tonight, I think Jimmy Germain's going to have to do it with his own.
Well, he's done pretty well with that so far, but not getting a running game doesn't help. Big block there as Germain throws it off his back foot and leads his receiver out of bounds, only able to pick up 3.
And just an awkward-looking throw there. The receiver does a good job calling it in, but obviously has to go out of bounds. 3rd and 6.
Dylan Turner with the catch. Ohio State only 1 for 7 on 3rd downs tonight. Germain back to pass throw to the right, leads his receiver out of bounds again. That's Trip Warren. And once again, Ohio State's going to have to play.
Well, just freshman mistakes. We see those a lot. Jimmy Germain throws that one, A, not past the marker, and B, too far outside. Able to haul it in, but not able to get it across. And now Texas gets the ball.
Walker gets that one out across to the 37. So decent field position once again here for Texas. They have had a punt on 3 of their last 5 drives, but they do have a couple touchdown passes mixed in.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. Is the Texas offense sometimes seems like you're not really going to stop it. You can just only hope to contain it.
Pass over the middle there. That goes to Fields. He'll pick up 10 on his 4th grab of the night. 4th grab, excuse me.
All right, 2nd inches for Texas. They look like they're going to be trying to move the ball again. Pepino closing on 300 yards already.
And a big night for him so far, and we're just early in the 2nd half. Read option. Pepino keeps it himself. He's got some blockers out in front, and he fights his way down to a pickup of 16.
Took a shot at the end of that one right there, but Pepino does a great job. We've seen how fearless he is when he runs the ball. He's not afraid of taking those hits. He gets almost turned inside out by Lloyd Silver right there, but able to hold on to it.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum playing into that one. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield now. Pepino's going to go with a halfback screen as Brandon Black catches it, runs through the first defender. Silva slows him down. Finally, Alvin Mack brings him down after a gain of 0.
Well, Black, he's fighting for everything he can get. He just can't get much right now.
I said Alvin Mack, I meant Alvin Mack. We had an Alvin
at
one point.
Many seasons ago.
Shotgun halfback draw here. D'Amico Brewer come up the drop one for a loss of 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brewer missed 7th tackle on the night, his first for a loss. Ohio State's playing good defense in a lot of these situations. More often than not, they're getting stops, they're slowing Texas down. Can they get another stop here, give their offense another chance to get them back in this game?
Back to pass, 3rd and 12, taking a shot, deep shot. And Lloyd Silver jumps up and is able to bat it away as he threw the 50-50 ball. Good defense there by Ohio State, and Texas is going to have to punt.
Another good stop by this Ohio State defense. They're keeping them in the game right now, very much so.
Well, they've forced Texas to punt now 4 times in the last 6 possessions. So they're doing a pretty good job. Also held them to 3 field goals early on. Their offense just leaves something to be desired right now.
Well, they're going to have to find something different. They're going to find something that works. We've seen Jermaine use his legs before. Maybe he needs to get more involved in the run game.
They're handing off to Silva. Another draw play, and once again, a short gain there to start a drive for Ohio State.
Jeremy Fears, the first guy to get there, the defensive tackle for Texas. But again, they're not letting the running game get going at all.
Empty backfield, quads at the top of the screen for Jermaine. Looking that way, checks it down underneath to Silva, who slips the tackle and then fights his way out to the 35 and has a first down.
All right, well, that's what they need, a first down. Get the drive going. Keep it safe. Don't let Jimmy Jermaine, get in his head about the turnover that he had earlier. Let him, complete some safe routes, and then when you get a chance, test him deep.
It's only the second first down in the last 5 drives for Ohio State. Pass to Dylan Turner out to the left. Once again, leads his receiver out of bounds.
Led him too far and threw it too high. Dylan Turner did a good job of climbing the ladder just to pull that thing down.
Jermaine is 18 of 22, despite only putting up 7 points tonight. Can hand it off to Silva. Goes up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and he'll get down just short of the marker as Buck makes the tackle. Going to be 3rd and inches.
Remember, Buck having a hard time getting off of Silva, but 3rd and inches here. Do they hand it to Silva, or looks like they got 4 in?
Well, safety's coming into the box as they got 8 in the box, and they go read option. Jermaine able to get just enough before Harley makes the tackle.
Well, they kind of scurried across the first down marker right there because the defense was coming for him. But a good job of getting there.
Nick Harley, 6 tackles, 2 for a loss tonight. They'll go back to the empty backfield. Will Ohio State pass to the right, little outright. Silver makes the catch, and he'll pick up 9.
Lloyd Silver getting involved again on offense. The safety takes his second catch, 17 yards tonight. Ohio State slowly but surely moving the ball down the field.
2nd and inches here. Empty backfield again for Ohio State. And they pass it to the left. Jesse Brooks, the walk-on, makes the catch and gets the first down.
And I like what they're doing right now. They're mixing the ball up. They're mixing their plays up. Keeping this Texas defense guessing. They found something that's working, but can they capitalize?
Staying in the shotgun here as Jimmy Jermaine. 3-man rush for Texas. Pass on a little out route and off of the hands of Jesse Brooks that time incomplete.
Brooks just not able to haul that one in for him at all. The walk-on. Bad case of the dropsies on that. 2nd and 10.
Staying in the shotgun, Jermaine going to pass it again. 3-man rush, gets pressure up the middle. Looking for Braden Ennis, but that one falls incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
All right, well, Texas defense starting to stiffen up here as they move down, as they get pushed down the field. Jimmy Jermaine going to have to come up with a big play on 3rd down here.
10th play of this drive, longest drive of the night for Ohio State. Jermaine thrown to the right, another out route. Lloyd Silver catches it, but gets picked up in the air and dropped by Connor Looney.
Connor Looney did power bomb him a little bit right there, but unfortunately for Texas, he power bombed him past the first down mark.
So now Ohio State inside the 30 as Texas rolls the coverage. Read option, Jermaine, not much room, goes up the middle and is able to pick up a nice game before Adrian Taylor brings it down.
Talking about making something out of nothing. Jimmy Jermaine did exactly that. There were defenders all around. He still found a way to pick up positive yardage.
Empty backfield, been using this look a lot, has Ohio State. Silva coming in motion now. He's into the backfield, use him on the read option. Jermaine going to the outside, and he is brought down. They're not much doing, and Shane Johnson makes the tackle short of the first.
Well, Shane Johnson lit him up out there on the outside. 3rd and 1, Ohio State.
11th third down attempt. They converted 3 so far. Once again, they're going to that empty backfield. Silva coming in motion. They'll use him on a little orbit play on the option, and they say he got it. Nick Harley makes the tackle. I did not think he got it, but they say Jermaine got the ball across the line.
Looked like his foot might have crossed the plane. Never actually saw the ball get across, but, apparently the ref saw something I didn't.
14th play of the drive now. Longest drive for either team tonight. They're going to go with an option play again. Jermaine keeps it himself, and Johnson brings it down for a loss of 2.
All right, Shane Johnson getting involved. That's his 4th tackle on the night. 2nd and 12. They read the option very well that time. Ohio State they've had success in that short intermediate passing game. I'd like to see them keep going at that.
All inside the 20 despite the loss of 2. And Ohio State in a pass. Jermaine get pressure and he goes down. Harley was back there. It looks like he got tripped over his own lineman though.
Yeah, it looked like he tripped over the blocker's feet. Harley's the one that caused the pressure. Give him credit, but Jermaine just lost his footing.
3rd and 17 now. 2-by-2 set here on this long 3rd down. Gonna go with the halfback screen. Silva got blocking. Accelerating down the left sideline, going for the end zone touchdown. Manuel Silva, the halfback screen, pays off on the long 3rd down.
Well, they haven't run very many of them tonight. I believe that might have been their first one, and it works to perfection right there. Manuel Silva does exactly what he has to do. He gets the touchdown.
The extra point attempt is good.
Well, the PAT is good, and Ohio State has made this a 9-point game with 1:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And I like the decision just to kick the field goal right, kick the extra point right there. You're only, there's still time left. You're down 9 points here, but your defense, you better go to work right now.
It was an 80-yard drive for Ohio State, longest of the night, as they started at their own 20. So that's got to feel good for them offensively. Now they're going to need their defense to do what they've been doing. They've forced 2 punts in a row for Texas and 4 times on their last 6 possessions. Pepino going to drop back, getting pressure from Allen. Just got to throw that one away. And once again, a drive starts with Pepino throwing it away.
Well, yeah, but that time he had somebody breathing down his neck. Allen was coming after him. Kind of understand the throwaway a little more on that one. Now they're going 5 wide.
Backfield, the Pepino, 3-man rush, 4-man rush, and the pressure gets home. Michael Kruger gets in there with his first sack of the night.
And Kruger says, no, sir. When you go 5 wide like that, you're only leaving the offensive line in. You got these 2 big defensive ends. They're headhunters, man. They're coming after the quarterback. Kruger gets home. Long 3rd down.
Colton Allen was there if Kruger would have missed. So 3rd and 17, and Texas in danger of going 3 and out for the 3rd time tonight. We've got 4 receivers out there going to go with the halfback screen. Work for Ohio State. Why not Texas? And Brandon Black is going to get brought down by D'Amico Brewer. And Texas, indeed, will have to punt.
Well, Ohio State does a good job right there, keeping everything in front of them. Screen doesn't work out. Another punt for Texas. Ohio State gets another chance at it.
So Ohio State's got to feel good now. 3 punts in a row for the Texas defense. They drove down the field on their last drive, went 80 yards and got the touchdown. Now they're going to get really good field position. Fuller going to the outside, and Ohio State's going to start with their best field position of the night at their own 48.
One of these nights, we're going to be calling the game, or I'm going to be in there watching something, and we're going to finally see that punt return get broken for a touchdown.
I've given up on it. I think it's going to be 7 more seasons before we see one. That one will probably be an exhibition too. Handoff, Manuel Silva tries to go to the outside, but he can only pick up 1.
Well, again, they're trying to sit hard on this running game. Now, Silva will have more success as the game goes on, but right now they're winning with the pass game. I'd like to see them use it.
Well, I think they got to keep them honest, which they've been doing. But Jimmy Jermaine throwing the ball is probably going to be the way to win as they give it up the middle there and ready to buck quickly in there for the tackle for loss.
If you're going to run it up the middle, I like it with Silva, but not when Remington Buck has gotten off his block that quickly, man. He ate that play up 3rd and 12.
Now Ohio State's in danger of going 3 and out for the 4th time tonight. For them, if they can't get something, wasting their best field position of the night. Jermaine getting pressure, got to step up, and instead of running, he holds onto it. And Nick Harley gets in there for yet another tackle, not going to be counted as a sack. It is his 9th of the night, and indeed, Ohio State will punt.
Well, I see Jermaine's thought process. Keep looking downfield, man. But he had open field in front of him. Would have liked to see him take that down and run. He doesn't. They have to punt.
Walker is going to get stopped short of his 25, so not great field position here for Texas as they look to add on to their 9-point lead.
Yeah, and Texas, they're behind the 8 ball again on offense here. This Ohio State defense came to play tonight. You got to give them credit.
Indeed, last play of the 3rd quarter, tight end coming in motion for Texas as Pepino stands in the shotgun. Blitz coming, just gets rid of it over the middle. Brandon Black makes the catch, and he'll pick up 6. That's how we're going to end the 3rd quarter here as Texas with the 9-point lead here in Austin. We'll be back shortly. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube Live. Start of the fourth quarter here in Austin. And Texas facing a second down here. As Pepino dropped back to pass it quickly, brought down Colton Allen, getting in there for his second sack of the night.
We're seeing some great defensive end play on both sides of the ball tonight. Texas and Ohio State, those edge rushers are getting things done. Nick Harley, Colton Allen, Michael Kruger, and then we've seen Remington Buck, the big. He's made some good plays too. So I tell you what, this is
well-coached defensive lines.
Very well-coached defensive lines, and it's helping.
3rd and 11 here. Brewer coming in looking like he's going to blitz. He will. They pick it up. They go with the halfback screen. LeBlanc not able to get away from Allen Mack, and he's brought down for a 2-yard loss. And Texas goes 3 and out for the second straight drive.
I'll tell you what, Pino just having a hard time. This Ohio State defense is giving him very little time to do anything. They pinned him back here. Ohio State should get decent field position again. The question is can they do something with it?
Well, they started at their own 48 on the last drive, and we'll see what they can do with this one. Should be similar field position depending on the punt. This one can be fielded at the 39 and brought across midfield out to the Texas 44. So great field position coming up here for Ohio State.
Nice hard running by Adam Fuller right there on the return. Best field position Ohio State's had. Jimmy Germain looks like he's going to try to spread them out.
Empty backfield here to start this drive. They're going to bring Silva in motion. And yet again, they hand it off to Silva to start a drive, and he ain't able to do anything.
That play is just not working for them right now. They need to take it out of the playbook just in time for his 6th tackle tonight. Again, would like to see Jimmy Germain airing the ball out a little bit.
Jeremy Fears, the first one that got in there to slow him down. So now it's 2nd and 11. And Silva just really being bottled up, not able to do much tonight against this Texas defense, despite coming in averaging 4.7 per carry. 3-man rush here. They go over the middle. Brad McFadden makes the catch. He'll pick up 8. That's going to set up a 3rd and 2.
Nice route run on 2nd down. Nice play call. McFadden just hit him in the slant over the middle like that. Does exactly what they need to. Creates a short 3rd down.
Texas fans making some noise here. Going to hand it off to Silva, trying to go up the middle, and he barrels his way forward across the 30 for the 1st down.
Amazing that Silva even kept his footing after the shot he took right there, but able to somehow maintain his balance and find a way to get the 1st.
Blitz coming, it looks like, from Texas. Indeed, Jermaine just going to try to take off and run, and he'll get dropped for a loss here. I want to thank or give a shout out to everybody in chat. Corey Dickerson, Legion of Slugs, Judy, Ty Perry, Shane, Lenny Lyons, Josh Huffman, and everybody else that's in chat. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on Thursday night to wrap up week number 5. Jermaine over the middle here on 2nd and 11. Finds Dylan Turner, who picks up 7. Going to set up a short 3rd and 4.
Dylan Turner did a good job catching that, and then he took a shot over the middle right there. But 3rd and 4, another manageable 3rd down for Ohio State. They need 2 scores, you know. They're good with a field goal right here if they can get it. But I'm sure when you get down this close, man, you want to go ahead and just cash that check and get the touchdown.
All to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up for Ohio State. They trail by 9 here in the final quarter. Handoff to Silva, stiff arms past the defender, Jeremy Fears, and picks up another Ohio State 1st down.
And Silva is starting to get going a little bit. You know, the game has worn on. These defenders are getting a little tired. Silva able to fight, having an easier time getting those extra yards.
Jermaine, read option now as he'll keep it himself. He'll take it up the middle, and he picks up 8.
All right, I like this offensive play calling by Ohio State. They're mixing it up. They saw this run work with Silva. What do? You go read option next play.
All inside the 10, down to the 8. Ohio State in the shotgun. Jermaine going to drop back to pass. 4-man rush, going to check it down to the left and almost picked off. Josh Huffman got his hands on it but couldn't bring it in.
Oh, and that's so dangerous. I tell you what, Huffman, we've seen him make great plays on offense and defense for Texas this season. That was very uncharacteristic.
So 3rd and 2 here. They're going to go with the Wildcat again. Silva keeps it but not able to get it as Justin Time comes up and shuts it down. They'll have to kick a field goal.
Time does exactly what he has to right there. But Ohio State gets one of the 2 scores that they need.
Oh, they're going to go for it.
Oh, never. Okay.
I don't know that I agree with this one. Might as well make it a 6-point game, but they're not. And they're going to hand it off to Adam Fuller, and he's going to get dropped by Shane Johnson. Turnover on downs inside the 10.
And worse than that, it's just a wasted possession now. You could have got the 3, made it a 6-point game. I admire the guts of going for it. I don't like the plan.
So now Texas is going to start at their own 8-yard line. They pass it to the right. That one's caught by Thor Gunderson, who picks up 11.
Alan Mack in on the hit right there. Does a good job slowing Gunderson down.
29 of 40 for Vito Pepino tonight. Been slinging around quite a bit. Alan Mack coming up with his 6th tackle. 1st and 10 now. Tight end coming in motion. Going left to right. Pepino's going to drop back to pass. Halfback screen. Finds Black. Got some blocking out there. What a great cut block. And Black is able to get out to the 37.
Yeah, didn't connect with the cut block, but slowed the defender down enough to where he had to jump over, and that sprung Black for that big run.
Great blocking there for Texas on that halfback screen. Great vision there by Black, too, to get it on the outside and pick up that first before Turner is able to make the tackle. So Texas with an opportunity to drive some time off the clock. And, I mean, the way Ohio State's going, they've got to feel a little deflated after going for it on 4th down and not getting it. Pepino play fake, going to the left. Reaching catch there by Rick Rico, who picks up the 1st down.
Rick Rico, that's his 3rd catch. Having a nice debut for Texas. Playing in, like I said, that 2nd, 3rd tight end spot for him.
There you look at Darrell K. Royal Memorial Field, where we are wrapping up week 5 of season 8 here in the CFSL. Empty backfield here. Ball just short of midfield for Pepino. Going to drop back to pass. 4-man rush. Goes over the middle into traffic, and Oliver Field somehow holds onto it for an 8-yard pickup.
Great coverage by Ohio State. Just a better thrown ball by Vito Pepino. Tell you what, if Texas gets more points here right now, Ohio State's in trouble.
I think they're in trouble already, being down 9. They're going to need to come up with a stop quickly. And Pepino fakes the screen pass, now takes a shot to the right. 1-on-1 out there, and Lloyd Silver is able to come up with that one, or at least knock it down, intended for Brandon Fowler.
The ball was there. Fowler went up for it too, but Silver did enough to get that thing away.
Stay in the shotgun here, 3 wide receivers for Texas. And they're going to hand it off Brandon Black, trying to go to the outside. Michael Kruger not having any of it. He'll drop one for a 2-yard loss, and Texas is going to have to punt.
Just 3rd tackle for loss on the night. Michael Kruger putting in that work from his defensive end spot. Forces Texas to punt, but Ohio State, because of that decision to go for it on 4th instead of being down 6, they're still down 9 right now.
Yeah, they could only need 1 score right now, but instead they need 2. They kind of put the pressure on themselves, and that punt out of bounds inside the 5.
And that's not going to help matters. Absolutely not. Yeah, their offenses look better, but man, they got a long field in front of them.
They're starting at their own 1-yard line. Tony Wright with a great punt down inside the 2. And they're handing off Manuel Silva to start, and he picks up 2 of his own.
Well, right now the object for Ohio State is not to get let Texas get a safety on.
Well, you want to move the ball a little bit too, because you don't want to go 3 and out, punt it back to them at midfield. So a lot of pressure here on Ohio State. They'll go under center again, give it to the fullback. He gets bottled up. That's Brandon Cox taken down for no gain quickly. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. This is going to have to be a passing situation. Don't want to see a screen. Don't want to see something super conservative here. You've got to get this ball past the marker.
Well, the benefit for Ohio State, they're going to empty backfield, but they do not look like they're blitzing as Texas. Only going to rush 4, but they still had to check it down to Turner on the outside. He gets hit hard, and they only get 3 yards, and they're going to have to punt.
That was one more of a hit by Tyson Kane Blade. Goes through there and just flat backs the receiver. Texas back to come away with some really good field position.
6th 3 and out of the night for Ohio State tonight. As that return by Taraj Walker gets him out to the 35. So excellent field position here for Texas.
Yeah, that's just it. They backed them up and kept them backed up. Forced them to punt. Now Texas got a very short field in front of them, already almost in field goal range. But you got to think if you're the Longhorns right now, you're thinking about putting that dagger in, going ahead and put that final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, if you can make it a 16-point game, you think you want to do it. Vito Pepino has shown he's willing to do that before this season, and he's only 35 yards out here, so it will be interesting to see what Texas elects to do. Will they come out throwing it right away? They're in a shotgun. They're 2 backs. They're going to hand it off to Brandon Black as he'll get out across the 30, picking up 6.
Well, and that's a good start. Black does a good job getting 6 quick yards for him. And the clock continues to run. Texas still sitting here with this 9-point lead.
Intent to let the clock run. Ohio State showing press on the outside, and hand it off to Black again, and he's going to fall forward, picking up the 1st down.
All right, Ohio State choosing not to take any timeouts right now. They're down 2 scores. Tell you what, they got to hope for a stop here. They got to hope for no more than 3 more plays run by Texas.
Just over 2:10 to play. Handing off the Black again. He's got a big hole. One man to beat down to the 5. Fighting his way down to the 3 before Brewer makes the tackle. First and goal, Longhorns.
And this defense looks exhausted at this point, Mike. They just look tired. Getting blown off the ball. Now Texas, I wouldn't be surprised, 3 straight runs.
Well, Pepito's going to drop back to pass. Going to the left. And a diving interception in the end zone by Austin Turner. What a mistake there for the Longhorns.
I'll tell you what, Turner makes that's the second game in a row we've seen a diving interception in the end zone. Something else. Wow. Great job there by Ohio State. It didn't save them, but it puts them, gives them a chance.
Quick pass in the traffic, but dropped a dart in there to Trip Warren, who picks up 15 on the first down.
Yeah, and that's a good job. Now, here we go again. Ohio State, they've got to move the ball. They've got to move it quickly.
Wayne back to pass, 4-man rush coming, get pressure, steps up, takes a shot deep down the middle, one-on-one, caught! Dylan Turner, 56 yards, first and goal for Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, man, Dylan Turner does a great job there. Ohio State has opened it up at just the right time. Minute 46 left on the clock. They've still got 2 timeouts right now.
Connor Looney in coverage and got turned around. Ball at the 9-yard line. Third trip inside the red zone for Ohio State. They got an opportunity to pull the upset, much like Nebraska did in the first game. Pass out to the left, caught by Lloyd Silver, out of bounds at the 1.
Well, he tried to fight his way there, and almost got to the pylon, but he's already going out of bounds when he got there. Second and go.
Well, they said he didn't get out of bounds somehow. The clock's still running. Let's give it right up the middle, and Brandon Cox not able to get it. Clock's still running.
All right, Ohio State's got to hurry. They got to get back to the line here, get another play run.
Third and goal from the 1. Ohio State wasting time. They do still have 2 timeouts, however. And they're going to come out here in the shotgun. Jermaine takes the snap, fakes it to Silva, takes off, and into the end zone on the option. Connor Looney too late getting in there, and Ohio State has made this a 3-point game.
Well, I'll tell you what, they'll kick the extra point here. Obviously, just push it down to a 2-point lead. They've still got 2 timeouts. They've got to get a quick, either go, if I'm them, I kick it deep. Your defense has played well all night.
Yeah, but they don't have much time because they would get the ball back with only 20 seconds. I think they're going to go with the onside kick. We've already seen one recovered tonight. I don't think we'll see another one. It would be a heck of a night if we did. Darius Brewer setting up here, right-footed kicker. It bounces once, and it's fielded by Texas. Big hit there as they try to knock it loose. The Texas will start at the Ohio State 42, trying to run out the clock.
All right, and at this point, Ohio State, the defense has got to force a turnover. Force a fumble, rip that ball loose, do something here, because you don't imagine Texas is going to take too many chances.
And off Brandon Black, it's bottled up and dropped after a loss of 2, timeout Ohio State.
Well, they came after him, and they hit him on that one. Just Black does a good job holding on to it.
I said loss of 2, I meant gain of 2. Comes out to 2nd and 8 now, 57 seconds to play. Hand off, draw play, Black, bottled up, and down, 1 yard short of the first down.
Well, just another good stop there. I think Steve Nelson in on that stop. The walk-on, 3rd and 1.
Rico Brewer getting his credit for the 10th tackle. They hand it off, Black up the middle, and that's going to seal the win unless something strange happens here for Texas.
I think that's going to be it. Now, we have seen Texas not really want to kneel on it a lot of times. Could they make a mistake here? But
they're going to go victory formation. They'll take one knee, and they will walk away with the 23-21 conference win as there is the kneel for Vito Pepino. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't the prettiest game for Texas, but they do remain as the last undefeated team here in the CFSL.
Ohio State fought valiantly. Their defense played great all night long. Offense finally got going a little bit there towards the end of the game, but it was just a little too late. You got to congratulate Texas. They moved to 5-0.
They do. Well, an impressive streak because they are the lone undefeated. Had 3 coming in. Both Florida and Clemson lost. Texas the only one to win, and they will head in the week 6 at 5-0. We played Nebraska, the team that we saw in the first game. Ohio State will take on, or actually, I'm sorry, at USC, who we saw in the first game. Nebraska, who we saw in the first game, will then host or be on the road against Ohio State. So we're just flip-flopping these teams next week. Well, thank you to everybody who tuned in. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Great night of football tonight, thanks to Matt Pack in the booth. Tonight, that's it for Week 5. We'll be back on Monday night as we get ready for some more CFSL action as we get into week number 6. And we'll have Miami and Clemson kicking us off Monday night. That should be a great game as both of those two battling out for position in the SEC. For Matt Pack, I'm Mike Peters. That's it for the CFSL. We hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday night.